All right, welcome back. Today we're going to look at the first match of Subliners on Sunday from Championship Sunday. This is now turned into quite a trend. We have, Optic? They beat, I believe it was New York, first match on a Sunday, like in a Game 5. Then they want to win a tournament. New York do it this Sunday. And then on the other side of that, I also just kind of want to see what happens here with Ultra. Because it feels like when Ultra lose, they lose, if you know what I mean. Like they lose quickly. So we're going to jump into it. I got my pen. It's blue because they're yellow. All right.
I really hope you guys can hear Sender back home. He's popping off.
Sender was yelling. He was an animal. I actually didn't even think you could hear him through caster mic, but that makes it even better. Ooh, a little chance right here. Who is that? Is he spawn out? Weird spawn out right here. Not sure why that happens. We'll see if it hurts him.
Great start once again from New York.
For everything except that spawn. Envoy's going to spawn in the back, and the awareness on Subliner is going to be tested in this moment. They're making a half read, but
good read though. Sib's able to pick it up. Sib had some moments all weekend. Yeah, he's pretty nasty.
Yeah, we haven't really spawned in just yet. Ultra, it's not an ideal situation to be in. We're still holding this all together.
Feels like once him and Sib kind of figured out what they needed to do, or just figure out their roles a little bit cleaner, it's helped them out a ton. Even if it's Sky's going -5 and having 2 minutes on the hill.
They've been ahead of it. Maybe Kismet, barked a little bit more than he bit. Is going to fall, and he is.
All right, so Kismet spawns out here. This is your chance.
Have to hold on to the back spawns with only 3 players.
They may not know.
The map where it happens. Will our teams?
Looks like Envoy saw it.
We'll be able to keep things together. New hardpoint's up. It's the bar, and it's always a banger. Insight 5 and 5. We're pulling it back slowly but surely for the Ultra boys. We've had tiny bit of slow.
Nice job here by Sib, just playing his life. Gets taken down now.
Again, they have got a lot of control right now.
Hydra middle of the map.
From down low. Here comes Kiz. Straight into Insight.
It's really a timing for Hydra.
That's going to be an easy break for now. Oh, on the battle through mid again. So Insight trying to get it done alone. One more to deal with on the point.
Yeah, that positioning from Insight perfect as well. Puts himself in the front of the steps, so the moment he gets shot in the back,
I could have got a little scary here. Here, let's watch this. Sort of this mid route here by Hydra. Number 8. Kleenex almost hit some really bad timing here. You see him turn.
Here comes Kiz.
No, let's say he shoots. So he spots him. Okay, so he shot. Then he kind of wraps. So he gave the comm. I didn't see him shoot on the minimap first time.
5 and 7 though. He's looking for it at the very least. Kiz losing that when they're in the point. Kleenex.
Spawns a little bit all over the place. New York's just playing on the hill here, P3 and P4.
Big pressure on Sib as well because he does not have any help.
Did I slip a hawk to it? Not this weekend. Online I did.
Him down. Envoy gets traded, so it's ARs on one side, SMGs on the other. But Skies wins the gunfight for the.
All right, so who gonna have a 2-2 split here? Well, I guess it's like a 3-1 split. Ultra are all out spawn. So I'm assuming they don't expect Skies. He must go under.
Gonna have all of Ultra.
But he must be under. So you win gunfights on the hill. So this forces everybody on Ultra to kind of shift on over. And nobody's ready for this. They just think this is a flood.
Scrap backs him down. Envoy gets traded, so it's ARs on one side, SMGs on the other. But Sky
he knows P3 spawns.
For the spawns and subliners. Well, everything under.
He's got a good idea of it. It's kind of going back and forth. And he wins that gunfight. Huge life out of Sky so far. Turns it into 2. Massive play. I mean, that's all Skies right there. Obviously, you have to win on the front, but he gets 2 out of that. Well, 3. 2 wins on Karachi, Rio, and Vista. They play Vista here. With the final, they played Rio, and what else did they play in the final again? The 6-star? Very mixy maps. New York just gonna play with so much aggression this event.
Just run him over.
One more here on the point. Oh, Envoy goes down. Takes one with him. There's a little bit of time. Spawns are close, but they're up in red. And oh, nearly a second for Kiz there.
Big life by Insight. So what, you push to the front here. Just right through P1. Did good timing, Kiz.
But even if the cruise missile failed, hey, just do it with your gun.
Ultra get a little lucky here. I mean, I guess you're not blocking the spawns. You still spawn in this lower quadrant. You see New York thinks they flipped, right? You see number 4, he's turning, 2's turning. They don't really think this is going to happen. I think now you see Kiz is starting to wrap around. So yeah, Insight gets 2. They just weren't ready for that spawn. They thought they flipped him.
He's our table. On desk.
It's really interesting here. I remember when I commentated over Ultra earlier this weekend, Kleenex was running a 3rd MCW. I don't know why, and it seemed to be working out. I don't know if they got away from it, if they didn't like how he was playing with it.
Yeah, he's on a 5 again, bro. He still has a streak as well.
Alright.
It's good comms out of scrap. On a 5 again.
Our table, weak sip, and short.
Short, weak.
Yeah, he's low bridge, guys.
That's a really good play by Kiz. Just a good pickup.
He was short.
He could already be new.
Short's gonna like burgers.
Top short right now. And burger.
Still over Kiss, bro.
I want short as well.
In new.
Only one time.
My kids are
Short.
short.
What? Dead. I killed
Nice
him.
jump.
Sky.
Trying to help hold.
Alright, let's chain these 2 hills, yeah?
Stun mid. I'm in.
Could go low left.
Sip. Already table. 2.
Those guys are new.
Let me dead.
Couches weak, their side.
Listen, there's nothing worse. I've always loved Ultra's comms, but like, you know, you hear the let's chain these 2 together. Yeah, guys? The next 3 people lose gunfights. And everyone is starting to see that, and you're just like,
Nice,
P1,
guys.
Gotta be more than 1, bro. I just want deep. He's gonna be pushed up burger. Hydra's purple.
Cleanex does a really good job just like trying to keep comms up, keeping
Stay alive.
stay alive, dead.
Mid-stairs, one shot.
Stay alive.
P1.
Burger.
One to be in the back, one to be in the back.
They're gonna spawn blue probably.
I'm blocking back.
Bro,
Time is absolute left side time.
One more low. Or
One.
flowers. I'm just staying up, bro.
See flowers?
It's low flowers.
You want on me?
Could be top
You
tier.
want me dead?
Okay.
Nice.
They know where I'm
There's
stuck
a.
here.
I've been.
Low in the corner.
Nice 3.
Listening, their teammates running away.
Yeah, man has his feet up, and that is best case scenario. But you already know in the comms from Ultra, they keep.
All right, this is your chance. This has been a really good like mid-map control P2 here.
Winning massive gunfights on the rotation.
Big gunnies.
All bodies up, they're pouring through mid.
Ultra still trailing.
You still get to spawn if you're scrap.
Big rotation. Inside, holds down 1. Pressure now on.
Subliners, but ends up just a man down. And now Envoy cutting off the reinforcements. So Hydra, the first man aggressive, might have to take his time just a little bit. You see inside picking up the flank at the right time. Cruise missile number 2 coming in from New York.
Yeah, Sip has managed to find another. Takes care of Envoy down low.
I mean, this is insane out of Hydra. Just insane. He makes a lot of these plays, like these routes. So you're going to start getting a comm.
Yeah, hell of a try there from the sub.
Watch number 1 on the map.
Now Envoy cutting off the reinforcements.
So, okay, you're going to get the cruise in. You see number 3. He's about to call this in. So he's getting this comm, and it's sort of like you need to play your life. And he's probably saying, don't cruise me. So he wins a gunfight. He then wraps out of this because he knows the cruise has come alive, and then he gets another kill after the cruise, which leads to a flip.
Take his time just a little bit. You see inside picking up the flank at the right time. Cruise missile.
So he finds a kill on the scrap, then he plays a corner. Insight then has to leave that. He then comes back out and kills Insight, which leads to just complete map control. And a great break.
In the meantime, setting up the cruise missile.
And then yet another one.
All the way through the back to block and now take those spawns. So the most important rotation in the game, Subliners set themselves up for success.
War spree as well for Hydra. Looking for
He did this so much for his phase in the final too. He just couldn't find him.
And he empties the mag. Dumps it into Insight. Over 200.
This guy's 13-11. I mean, honestly though, this is kind of what you probably want.
Disturbingly good stuff right now.
I think at times it felt like Sib was almost trying to play a little. It's not like it's like this. Sib was brought on this team to slay on the map, right? And at times you do have to go for rotates, play objective. But I feel like there's moments where you're like, I don't want you doing that. Like, I want you doing the opposite and let me or let Skies make sort of the team play. Just make our life easier. This is honestly, this is the stat line I would want if I'm Skies.
I know. This is tough. One man trickle through the middle of the map. It's going to be trades. And the other side, the flank covered. That's
when they were talking about pack a punch, this is what they were talking about.
Another massive string of kills. Cleanex holding it down, though. We've not relinquished control.
I mean, this map to me is all that P3. Like, Ultra finally had map control, and then Hydra, obviously the cruise play is huge, but like Hydra gets 2 after that and flips the spawns. Like, that was your momentum back in the game. They finally had middle of the map Ultra. Slow start again out of Ultra, though. Honestly surprised that New Year's 3 and 4. I feel like they've had a lot of close ones. A lot of like 6-4, 6-5s. Okay, they just run. Oh, we skipped through it, bro. Dude. Sometimes these videos skip, and I'm like, what is happening?
Owies go with the frag grenades. No trophies to be found yet. Stuns, you name it, everything's landing, but we're not going yet. Kismet on the flank. Kismet picks up 1 through the smoke. 2. Last man alive.
Sort of your standard 6-star.
And he has been red.
Smoke retake doesn't work. Nice shots.
Now 1v2.
Yeah, nothing Cleanex can do in that moment. That is a perfect one.
He attributes to Envoy's struggles and hardpoints, just an off day. I mean, no, I mean, it's not an off day. He's definitely had just maps where
in the lineup of the rest of the Ultra players.
It's just sort of you blink and he's double negative. Like 50, it's not, I don't know. I don't know if he's trying to do too much. Not focused on himself a little bit, but when he's locked in, because it seems to be one or the other. It seems he's double positive or like double negative. I don't really know. Maybe it's just sort of. I was having this convo with someone. It could be his comfortability with the rival. Like, you're playing a new game each year. Maybe some years you're going to like the yen more than the others. I don't like using the rival, but I don't know. Could just be a flow thing.
Makes the jump, but hey, Kismet's getting active as well. Unfortunately for Kiz, I don't know if he's going to read Insight.
It feels like Envoy's really, really good when the map is set up and he can sort of just make the plays he wants to make. Seems like he gets in the blender a bit when it's almost like, how do I help my team get map control back, if that makes sense. Now, listen, I think if you look at map 1 Vista, like a 17-30 as a sub, we have seen that multiple times. If you do not have map control, you get fried. Like, you just do. It is so difficult. But he's not. It's not the first time.
It's also just let him through. So right now, New York have a 3v2 round A.
Yeah, this is all good. It's a 3v1 now.
That's a really good shot. I mean, he's got to play. Yeah, got to get out. Just get play by scrap.
This is an awkward round for Ultra.
Yeah, it's a full race too. Insight's going to play the cutoff man, try to look for any bit of extra information, and he's got it, and he's got the gunny. Headshot multiplier giving you a 2v2.
That's the plant. Here we go.
Oh, he needs it.
Saw him. He saw them as well. Guns up and ready for the fight. Scrap now in a 1v2.
You need an MVP candidate for the 1 versus 2. He had contact
Really
on
a patience.
both players,
Oh my god.
He just runs at him.
What? I'm actually curious why Insight doesn't just dip here. Feels like he.
And he's got it, and he's got the
Right, he's got to know they're gonna push. Maybe he thinks they're just gonna come out of this door and not this one. But I think if he goes down the steps here, is he okay?
gunny. Headshot multiplier giving you a 2v2.
He would be, right? He would have been all right. I feel like the better play is just to get by your teammate.
Oh, they saw him. He saw them as well. Guns up and ready for the fight. Makes the perfect 38. Maybe the cool little QR code that takes you to behind the scenes book content.
Right, pressure towards A.
Fantastic time here on 6-star.
I was thinking they might play aggressive on Civ as well. You got Envoy pushed up in the other ground spot. But
I'm actually surprised how slow we are over towards B right now.
Leaning towards this B site.
Okay, now they're going.
Phoenix hasn't gotten active on these flanks just yet. He's been playing very passive. Subliners are trying to suss out all this pressure.
Just made a large, loud call, the Subliners. That's it, we're trying to get towards B. Kleenex, the first time we've seen him really be able to get engaged without being eliminated immediately. So, how effective can he be?
Well, and Kismet getting active as well. These are the men to pay attention to. Man's got 5 kills, and Kismet is basically in between the setup of Ultra.
Yeah, Insight's watching this. I'm actually really surprised how long this took.
The arrows are going to start moving, but
there's a lot of different plays going on the map. So you have a one-on-one down here. Just some weird timies that go on. You have Kismet in the middle, right? You see 5, 7 was watching it. So there's a lot of different plays that can kind of happen here. Okay, so Envoy can go through.
Scrap there to take him down.
That's a huge first blood.
Scrap stays too. I like that.
That's going to be Envoy in the deepest of routes. Timing is of the essence. Sib gets
Don't want to go though.
Envoy managed to pick up one of the flanks.
At least know where one is.
Right under the bomb site you go. Sib wins another one. 2 on the round. Brilliant work from him. Insight now on the dance. Clock's ticking. Hydra saves the round.
Again, I just think it's sort of some individual one-on-ones here, right? Like, okay, so there's 2 things, right? Either this call, if Scrap does think there's another one mid, okay, in my opinion, either Envoy should flank middle or he should just leave this. Like, don't give them a one-on-one and play with your team. And then this second child by Envoy is awful.
Gets his. Envoy managed to pick up one of the flank. Changes the play immediately right under the bomb.
I mean, there's just no need for this. That's not a good chow.
Site you go. Sib wins another one. 2 on the round. Brilliant work from him.
I'm not sure.
On the dance. Clock's ticking. Hydra saves the round.
Yeah, it's just too individual here. Seems like comms are just a little all over the place.
Hydra's swearing in English as well, so you know they're having a great time.
And you just need an answer for Ultra. And that might be it. Kleenex able to give you the
that
first
works.
blood. Ultra, there's no mind games being played. It's a 4-man stack. They're just trying to bully out this A site and get the bomb down. But Kismet 5 kills. He's got his team to back him up. The flank has not been spotted out yet. This is Insight's role and responsibility.
Checked everything. You've checked everything. Kismet is going to fly around.
Insight's got to play his life here. I hate it.
That is that. There is now a hole in the defense.
You guys know I hate it.
Good luck.
Easy.
Can't get one. Kleenex, you're up next. The Subliners onslaught continues. Another man down. Scrap, last alive.
It's just back-to-back rounds. I mean, it's 2 individual one-on-ones. You guys know I hate this. Like, I hate when there's first of all, I don't like the defense working the flank, but I guess in a 3-on-4, it is what it is. You have 3 guys, like, look how long, like, they're just searching every corner. I mean, 5 is, you're not seeing anything middle, and 5 is looking down this way. I would just much rather Insight back up here and play with his team. Maybe you push out this side. I don't know, do something together. It's a solo chow inside of here, and then someone tries to get, like, sneaky, but again, how many times do people play this spot? I mean, everybody plays right here. You just have no info outside of Kismet, I guess. So you only know that there's one on the flank. You have no idea. There's still nothing this way, and you have to watch middle.
Envoy.
There's just no repositioning.
Good luck. Can't get one. Kleenex, you're up next. The Subliners onslaught continues. Another man down.
It's just awful.
Last alive.
It's so individual. When you have a first blood, in my opinion, like that's when you can get active and like you just know, let's not just sit around this bomb site. Even in a 3-on-4, a lot of the times what will it be? A smoke right through here, and it's like, let's maybe not let them get a smoke down. And you'll see some teams just sort of either go this way or sort of go that way. I just think you pick one out as a 4-man unit.
Got him. Easy.
You have the man advantage. You should be able to trade out.
Similar strat to the round before on offense for the New York Subliners, getting a trophy down so nobody catches a sticky nade. And Ultra squaring up in the middle of the map. It's Kismet they're dealing with, and it's Kismet they will catch. Ultra again able to get the first blood, but the round ain't over yet.
Terrible news. Terrible news. Hydra's moving forward, bomb in his hand as well. So likely able to get the plant, unless Insight can sort of snipe him from the back there. And if he can get the kill as well, it means no cruise. I'll be a bit more worried about the round, frankly, but here we go. Tags from Envoy. Will there be a nade from the elbow? That's the question.
He's trying to dodge it. Nothing's rolled through just yet. They're going to attack Insight.
They send it. They're in trouble. Trades are done. Looking for one more. Oh my
There we go.
The aggression here.
Good job by Insight that round. Buy enough time for Envoy and Kleenex to find one.
Here's the chow. Gets
Just
the
one.
cruise.
Got a cruise.
For Ultra, 2 boys towards A. Oh, actually, no, 3. 1 man with the bomb, who's in a 1v2 situation now. Insight not going to play this terribly aggressively, surely. Doesn't know the bomb site's wide open. Sib on the elbow. They line up. A lot of damage dealt. Sky's going for it. Here comes the cruise. He's going to identify the bomb carrier as well and cause some problems.
Ooh.
My. Trying to cause some splash damage off the side of the building. It's not going to matter, though. Insight 1v3 for Map Point.
Hey, they're just getting...
I don't hate the initial strat, so really what you're trying to do here, right? How many times is there just sort of mid-control for the defense? Which this is right? There's nobody back A. Really what they're trying to do is they're trying to go through the spawn. Insight then works up. They plant this bomb. Maybe you get a kill or two working through A. It's not the worst call because so many teams play through mid. It's just the cruise obviously hurts, but it's still tough. I mean, these gunfights aren't the easiest thing, and they play it really patiently in New York. I'm not sure I love this strat, but I get it.
Going to play this terribly aggressively, surely. Doesn't know the bomb.
Because I mean, they find one, and you can see the players aren't really expecting this. But then Sky just posts up.
He's going to identify the bomb carrier as well and cause some problems. My.
You're just going to need multiple MCWs because if they go to this spot,
3 for Map Point.
Hey, they're just getting...
you can't really chow that with a rival.
Here we go. One more round for the New York Subliners. You use the cruise. You still secure the round. You don't have it to play with here at the very least. Not an ideal start, an outstanding aim. Oh, okay, it's a little bit messy in the middle of the map, but it's still a man advantage, and holy moly.
For a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go, one more round for the New York Subliners.
It's done.
You use the cruise, you still secure the round. You don't have it to play with here at the very least.
I mean, you'll see. So 1 and 4 are pushing low. These guys just get caught in the mid, and then Insight gets picked. I mean, even then, Ultra's already in trouble, though. Like, you see, these two guys are like, shit. We have to do this. We have to flood middle. I think more than likely you probably want one just sitting up top on the balcony, and then the other 3 in mid, so that this can't happen. Because if you have a guy top balc, he'll see these as they rotate through mid. Instead, now you're 2 up mid stairs, and you're just gonna get obviously the first pick is a big deal, but it's just they get choked out. I mean, it's good counter strats by New York, but there were still 2 or 3 rounds that were just problematic for Ultra, and I think this is the biggest problem. It feels like when Ultra, I don't have the stats on me, but when they lose map 1, I don't know what their record is, but I just don't know if their search is good enough right now for like champs. Like, it's kind of a problem with their search being around like 50-50. Then just like that, you're stuck in an 0-2 hole. And then Ultra this week, their go-tos, they lost 2 Karachi Hardpoints, 2 Karachi Controls. There's just clear signs of openings. If you're not winning your best maps, it's not good.
2 zones, 30 lives to defend them with.
And it's got as well. Yeah, nice start. You got the SMG running up top third, and you got your ARs waiting in the wing. So a perfect opening break there from Ultra. You even read the flank. So this is flawless, and this is Kleenex in his happy place. He gets a spawn kill.
Right now, you know, I know he's happy because he's smiling. So it finally gets brought down though. 6 win streak on Karachi Control has been snapped. Seattle, they got it done. Isn't Hydra back on defense? A safe and sound though. Over 2 minutes to play.
Post red spawn.
Time here, but that's an awkward gunfire that Kismet walks away with. And now Kismet is able to get some pressure on the attackers, allowing his boys to get across map.
It's done by Kiz.
Yeah, look at how perfectly they're planted too. Sib just shooting through a wall, and that is a clean 4 down. You had a perfect opening break from Ultra the first time they had.
I don't know what he was wall banging, but all right.
Kill it immediately.
4, 5, you name it. Hydra up next, cutting his way through the rubble of Karachi and straight into the heart of Toronto Ultra. Once again, trapped in their spawn. Next attempt to escape, Scrap finds one, and that's good enough to help for now. Wonderful work from Kleenex. Again, an opening, finally some air in the lungs of Ultra.
And if they ever get past Skies, which there you go, now you're going to be able to get those close spawns rolling through. So a minute left on the clock. It took a long time to get to this situation. And when I said they're going to get the close spawns, I was incorrect. They got the coop spawn, or just about. They are going to be stuck. And if you're getting that spawn, that maybe 2 attempts to try to win this round.
Yeah, it feels like if you still have somebody in red, like on the stairs, that'll block that red spawn. But also, I don't know if it has a logic. Like right there. I'm not exactly sure why they don't get the spawn.
That street a dangerous place, and Sib running it.
And that spawn is just not.
Okay, there we go.
Finally, actually, Scrap's able to get this back and in the mix. So all 4 players here. 30 seconds left on the clock.
This is why there's a theory that skulls break spawn or block spawns. Like, there's actually a theory that like these dead skulls, like the game sees them as still active. I don't know if it's true, but because you have yellow skulls here, this may potentially block the spawn. I don't know if it works that way.
Left alive is going to be Scrap. Inside watching the flank, now pressure on towards the zone, and he can't make it across. That street a dangerous place, and Sib running it.
And now you're going to see 5 spawns in there. We got Scraps there now.
Scrap's able to get this back and in the mix. So all 4 players.
That's been a theory for, I think, since like last year. Shout out IW.
Make it fast. You at least trade out Hydra.
Yeah, trading out's good. 3v3 for now. 25 on the clock. Close spawns once again, so right back in the fight immediately. Go the attacking team Ultra. Awkward situation again though. It's Sib and Skies in the feed. They're massive damage dealt. Envoy brought down. 15 seconds. Kiz gets another, and it all.
I mean, you just never even get to be.
New York
never get through.
One word to describe their performance.
New York had a fantastic close to that round, but it was the opener that was all Ultra.
38 months of Mertastic Entertainment.
Just plays like this, nobody being at NYSL. Yeah, I mean, I think there's multiple parts to it for sure. But yes, when Kiz is hitting this level, it's very difficult to beat them, like we saw. Okay, so let's look at the start here. Starts off like a 2-2 split, right? 2 through mid, 2 through B. You're kind of just waiting here. So yeah, so they're kind of waiting. They're waiting then so that when they see this guy quickly on A, they rotate off, which is they see Scrap. They don't see Envoy though.
Eyes on Scrap as well. Envoy is going to have you on the cross, and Envoy delivers. Still, though, mixing this. You have Hydra that's actually made it out towards this B zone, and easy reads for him. Gets the trade, the extra 2-piece that sort of buys you that space, and he's got Skies for a little bit of help.
He's staying alive. He's waiting for the double stack.
When Ultra lose map 1 in this series, they are 4-8 in winning series. So, Vapor, thank you for looking that up. I knew, like, I don't know, yeah. And they don't have many losses on the year, right? They have 10 match losses on the year. So only 2 times have they lost when they win map 1. So I'm glad my working mind theory is correct.
Quick contest, close to the zone, insight, so
I'm going to write that down.
Now the A zone is safe.
Hey, well, in Kleenex delivers, I was going to say, in the meantime, we're watching all the action over towards B. It's the Subliners. It's on the other zone, and they're still getting the kills. They are
so you get off A, you just roll into B. Okay, well, he just ego chows that. Got it. It's an insane chow by Kiz. Kleenex is pinching this. Great pickup there by Skies.
3 down, 3 down. Insight left in a very bad spot. You've got to get over towards A.
They can't go to A.
The capture nearly complete. Now it is.
What's crazy is Ultra actually doesn't know this. Ultra probably thinks that there's 3 here. And maybe 1 on the point. They're trying to get 3 off the point in Sib and then pretty much defend A. They have no idea that 1's here in Hydra. So they probably can still get to B, or at least chow it again with only 2 players on it. But they opt for A. Again, it looks like the comms are kind of all over the place. Now they go. Okay, so they do get here for about half a second. It's a bit of a greedy play call by New York, no lie, but it worked. The amount of times where Ultra has been in a situation like that, and they're like, okay, they're probably we're 4 dead at B, they're going to 3 stack. They're going to 3-stack B. Let's just get them one player off A, and that doesn't happen. It's 2 over towards A.
Their defense was great in the first round. That's right. The entire desk is sat down in anticipation of this series maybe being over. That is unbelievable. Lovely start, though, from Toronto. Never quite done. And with another clean 4 down in the first segment at A.
Her attack breaks have been good.
A perfect opening break from Ultra. They are digging deep in the old pocketbook of Strats. And, I mean, coming out on top, certainly putting on the pressure.
Okay.
And maybe finally getting a rhythm. Kleenex behind 2 should be free for him. Able to get it. Here we go.
3-stack this. 3-stack this.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Give us a game. 3-man stack on B.
Oh
That
my
zone
God.
is long gone. Kismet knows, has to try to get in there. Finds one. 2-man stack. Sky's now on the pitch. Hydro through the front. And you manage to win it. Caesar Skies. Bueno saves the day.
That is
We get 2
unbelievable.
takes on both,
Kismet
though.
learns from the best when it comes to the dolphin dives from the top rope. And now you still the Subliners. I mean, they're just swarming around both these zones. Kismet's going to be behind you maybe to get you off A. Scrap's going to at least catch Sid.
Does the player off A hop to help or no? To help B? So he dies. Scrap stays. Hydra kills him. Okay, so that's a big gunfight win, honestly, by Hydra, right? Keeps them off A, and now they know 4-on-3. They can kind of go. And Scrap.
3-man stack on B.
Oh my
That zone
God.
is long gone. Kismet knows, has to.
Yeah, Scrap spawns so far. Scrap's probably hoping he can spawn close and maybe help out, but he doesn't. So yeah, you get 1 pick. You only have 2 players on. Again, it's you still have a 6 life advantage. You have 2 ticks on both objectives. I was just curious if the guy A hopped or what.
To try to get in there. Finds one. 2-man stack. Sky's now on the pitch. Hydro through the front. And you manage to win it.
Sky wins the big 1-on-1. Well, 1-on-2.
Saves the day.
That is unbelievable. Kismet learns from the best when it comes to the dolphin dives from the top rope. And now you still the
Kiz is
Subliners.
through already.
They're just swarming around both these zones. Kismet's going to be behind you maybe to get you off A. Scrap's going to at least catch Sid, but you still haven't got.
It's fine. Yeah, they're good.
But plenty of space here still. Looking towards B, though, that was where Kleenex tried to get his life involved. Insight's going to do the same thing, but here come the Subliners. Push that front line forward, and it comes down to a couple of individual gun.
Okay, so I guess my skulls theory doesn't really work here.
Same thing, but here
Because, yeah, you spawn up if you're 8 right there.
come the Subliners.
Nobody really knows how anything works sometimes.
It comes down to a couple of individual gunfights here, which so far, so good. I'll go in the way of Ultra.
And you at Envoy started off this round 4-12, so we
Yeah,
certainly
9 life
come back
advantage,
here, try to
so-
set things apart for Toronto. 2 ticks already through. Number 3 maybe gonna fall in short order.
Oh, it's going fast, folks. We might be looking at another round. Here comes Sib. That's it. Could be an Earth.
Bill and Envoy start.
Be back on this side of the world for champs in not too long, but you do not want to go there after a loss like this. Kleenex once again with that first blood. Ultra's defense not as sound as the Subliners were able to spread them thin, capture multiple zones at the same time the last round. See if they can do it again. It's Hydra. Unbelievably sneaky. Unbelievably sneaky.
He's got a player just above him too. Scrap.
Doesn't
Well,
matter.
he shot, didn't even get a bullet off. Nightmare situation when you have to chase Hydra. Scrap gone. Welcome to your spawn.
Here comes the next one. Ready?
Oh my god, he read that too.
But the trades are there, and that's
They were actually trying to help him. They got off this. They were trying to Hydra's thinking after he gets this kill, look, they all are trying to flood on through. They get off the point. They're just trying to get to him.
When you have to chase Hydra.
Dude, if he wins
gone.
this-
Welcome to your spawn.
Here comes the next one. Ready?
Look, looks like he loses some aim assist.
But the trades are there, and that's a big bit of work there from the Ultra Boys. Defense, sound. A little bit of presence, just Skies for now in a corner, but you got a minute to go. Try not to let anything get out of hand here. Massive counterattack now. As
Oh, you're dead.
They're going to B, and they're going to...
So do they just spawn? Okay. I feel like Envoy's got to get 1 here. I don't know if he's trying to position.
But you got a minute to go.
Kismet kills Envoy. He's got to get at least 1 there. I don't know if he's playing top. If he lost the top balcony fight, that's actually insane. But I think he's down low. And then they just get caught. 3 dead.
They're going to B, and
4 dead.
again.
And they just got every kill, so now you have to hop over to the dumpster. Envoy makes it out. Kleenex does as well, but into the arms of Hydra. Man plays like an angel.
He's just flowing. What sensitivity is he on? I need the settings. I need something. It doesn't make sense. He's melting teammates over the top. He might be able to
I don't know if sensitivity's going to help you, Miles.
from both teams, but this time the defense is just
Again, though, you've kind of gone at this B. A's still up. Still just trying to flood.
I don't know if they're going to have to recollect and eventually go towards A. Hydra maybe playing with that idea, but as Kismet is snapping, that's 2 in the feed. You can
Envoy got caught again, pushing up. Scrap finds a double. Luckily, keeps him alive.
A's like, yeah, we'll get that later. Don't worry. We really want B zone.
They might be chalking.
I'm gonna transition this. Yeah, I like this play.
Every single player from Ultra is going to be stacked over towards
Just go
the
through
side.
red. Oh,
Kismet
unlucky.
now going to get back on it, so they are playing the safe game.
Well, he found it.
Timing perfect. Hydra
Kismet repositions. Sib got the kill.
Over to Sib, instant kill there. This is going to be 1:25 on the clock, and you've got everyone lined up on the inside here. Ultra cannot lose these fights this close to the zone.
This is
We're down 7.
and only 11 lives remaining. Ultra gonna have to dig deep, and they've done so. You've at least taken care of Hydra in your spawn, but Kismet might be the next man in line. What a stun grenade to back him down.
Time to push, time to go, Ultra, time to fight.
Finally winning some gunfights red side.
Set of fights. Find a bit of defilade, just dig in, boys. Nice one from Scrap once again. Ultra are far from done here. 1 minute
There's
to
a
go.
minute 10 lives on Karachi.
Be knocking on the door. They're getting the close side spawn as well, and 50 seconds left. And again, 9 lives remaining. They might be able to do this as a round.
Scary situation from inside. Again, your tactical retreat.
They're so nervous to push on up because of their lives.
Skies gets one on the inside of the map. And Scrap now on the
The problem with this setup though is one death and you lose. Like one team death, 3-4 dead. Yeah, you're just gonna get smoked.
One final attack.
They lose ticket control and
Here we go.
bus control, and now you have this like 4-man standoff.
Sib gets his. That's it. Ultra down.
Envoy got 3.
Skies trying to stay alive.
Envoy's doing a great job though, being a nuisance. The Sky's not going to have that quick support.
Envoy pushes.
Envoy's gonna be cutting off all these reinforcements or flooding him in.
Wow, this is actually a really good call by New York there to leave him.
4 lives remaining.
Hydra gets caught.
Toronto Ultra, Major 4.
Wow, that's some bad timing. I also just think maybe after you get this kill, if you're scrapped, do you just go to your teammates? Does he fall down here?
Is perfect, but 4
I think he falls down here. Maybe trying to jump shot, but he falls. Maybe he's worried about this. It seems like he wants to pick up the flank, but he climbs his ladder again. I don't know, 4 lives. Maybe you just go to your teammate here. Do you just feel like that's the safer call?
lives remaining. This is their
He probably wants top AC to watch the cross 20 seconds. He has a sense for it.
On the line, 20 seconds.
Kids and Hydra sometimes a little too quick.
The Subliners breach the deeping wall. They have their in. Kismet on the contest.
They know where Hydra is, or where Envoy is.
Insight and Kleenex, the last men left standing, and they're fighting so far. Hydra, though, they go in the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even like kills wise. It's just when they're coming in. On those 3-4 dead moments, you just weren't trading as effectively. Envoy started off really slow. NYSL 11-0 on LAN against Ultra since champs. You mean like map count wise? Or there's no way they played 11 times, right? Map count wise? That's pretty wild. Yeah, I think the big issue for Ultra is just like their search isn't good enough. If they lose map 1s, sometimes they're just early in trouble. And then on the other side, you're losing your best statistical maps. Like they lost, like I said, Karachi Control multiple times. They lost Karachi Hardpoint multiple times over the weekend. So they got a lot of work to do for champs. But yeah, this was match 1 for New York on Sunday. They obviously go on and win the tournament. They look good. They look really good. So hope you enjoyed the video. Appreciate you.